Daily Walker, how you doing, buddy boy? Nice to see you. Are you well? Afternoon, Pete. The signal may drop off, gents. I'm trying to upgrade the signal here, but having a few issues, so it may drop out on signal. Just looking at your channel to check. New vids will be out. I've got a new video coming out probably later today, I expect. I've got about 4 or 5 in the bank to do. Just got up every day. Did you work last night, bro? Yeah, I'm not out this weekend. You can sit and have a morning coffee with Mick then. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? See? Yeah, it's not a bad little Honda. This machine, Pete, I sold to a gentleman, probably 2 years ago, and he just texted to say it's not working. Could I have a look at it for him? But I think it's had a bit of modification since it was last with me. Number one being the pull cord, because it's only that long, about half a foot. And I didn't sell him to it like that, so I can't even pull it at the minute. So I'm just going to wind up a new pull cord for him. So at least that way I can at least try and start it. It should be a good idea anyway. Before I can even get on to the service inside of it. Doesn't seem to be a lot of tension on that spring. Oh no, there is. There is. Yeah, he said he hasn't touched it, but as I say, that wasn't me. I wouldn't have sold it to him with a foot long piece of pull cord, but I can't even pull the machine to get it to start, bruv. So what's the new pull cord here? I've got some other stuff too, but I think it's gonna be too thick. I've got some generator stuff. It's about 4.5. What mil pull cord do you use, Pete? I've got some 4.5 here. What was in there? Probably 4. Yeah, 4.5 is going to be too thick. That's for mainly for generators and bigger stuff. I need to get hold of some. I think 4 mil. This is 3.5. I generally use about 7 feet of pull cord when it goes up to the handle. I'm nearly out now. I need to purchase some more. So I thought I'd do a video because I've got a new bit of equipment come in. I generally give about 7 foot pull cord, which is generally enough. Yeah, I've got 3.5 here, and I've got 4.5 there. So, yeah, it's in between that. I'll probably buy 100 meters of 4. 3.5 is good for the cheaper version. Not really good for this sort of stuff, but it's got to be better than what it's got. I can pick some more up. Yeah, this is 3.5. But I found that this stuff I've picked up isn't really like a nylon. It's more like a well, it's not a coated nylon. So it does tend to fray a little bit. Just gonna don't leave a chat just for a minute whilst I try and thread this pull cord. It might take me 15 attempts to do it. I'll come back to you guys in 2 ticks. So I get the thread in there. Yes. Cannonball, how you doing, buddy boy? I'm just doing a live stream. I just had a lawnmower come into a shop for repair. I've got another one which I'm doing a video on currently, which you won't see until that's out. But this one's just come in. He said he's done nothing to it, but the pull cord was only about 14 inches long, so I don't know, good for nothing. So I thought I'd put a new bit of pull cord on it first. That way I can at least try and start the engine. But I don't know if it needs a carburetor clean, if it's got any spark, or not really quite sure what's going on with it at the moment. I hope that signal will hold up, gents. If it starts to play, you have to let me know. I have to cancel the stream. But I have got one of them wireless extender things that Roy's boy had. But I can't seem to get it to connect it as of yet. But I will be looking into it later on. Riley boy's about. No doubt he'd be in a bit. Come and say hello and get in the way. That's just about right. Nice and sloppy at the end, and then that should give me enough to pull the cord at the top. It's been packed with washers, and that wasn't me either. So someone's been having a bit of a sneaky peek out. It's a bit better. Right, let's see if that'll start. I doubt it will. We wouldn't have brought it all the way over here if it didn't start. The filter is absolutely dreadful. So it's been away for 2 years, this one. But we'll see. Absolutely covered in dust. And the filter is absolutely shocking. Yeah, it did fire. I can give it a bit of squirt of the old good stuff, Pete, if I can find it. It's over here somewhere. There's my good stuff. I had it yesterday. Yeah, it's choking. Yeah, it's on choke. I've got some carb cleaner somewhere. Put some of that through it. See if that helps. No, nothing. Deado. Have to scrap it, won't I? Have to be scrapped. That's all there is to it. No good. Can't fix it. That might be why. Can't spark plugs at it. Good afternoon, Cliff. How you doing, mate? Big hammer. Yep, that's next. The spark plug looks a bit gummed up, so I've got one of them overhead valve jobbies. Overhead valve? Yeah, of course it is. Let me try one of them new Briggs on it. They're pretty good. Here's Riley boys. Come and say hello, everybody.
I'm awake.
Yeah, was you awake? No. Yeah, they're over here. Come and see. Come and see.
Everyone?
Hang on, over here. Look. Come, say hello to Riley boy, everybody. Roy's not in there yet. Have a look, see who's in there.
Hi. Awake.
You're awake. Well, you've been asleep.
Daddy, look.
Yeah.
What's that?
That's Pete. Says hi, Riley.
A pizza.
Pete.
Pete, happy. Daddy, what's that?
Hey.
What?
Cliff. Hello, Riley boy.
Daddy.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing.
You can't see them. They can see you, my buddy.
Daddy.
And that's the important thing. Yeah.
It's more towing.
There'll be more coming, mate. Yeah.
Actually,
Little Wiggles. Is it Wiggles? I can't see from here. Sun's in it. Wigmore says hi, Riley.
Wiggle?
Yeah.
Who's Wiggle?
I don't know.
Daddy.
Yeah.
It's a dog.
Not Doug. It's Paul says hi, Riley.
Hi, Paul. Daddy.
Yeah.
People in a chair.
In a minute, mate. You want to sit on a chair?
People in it.
You can sit by it, yeah. I've just put in a new Briggs and Stratton overhead valve plug.
Why?
You can sit there, Riley boys, and try and fire this motor up.
Okay, well.
Won't be noisy.
Should she?
It might be. Ready? You go outside, you stand here.
Yeah.
You stay here, right? Okay. Not on the choke. That works. Just want to turn it around a bit. I don't want to blow this shed full of smoke with Riley boy in here. Yeah.
We're going.
Another exhaust pipe hanging right out the door. That way I know it'll go.
Oh boy, your chair.
You can sit there, are you? Hi, mate. You sit there then.
Daddy.
Yeah.
What?
You got more in there, have you? Dale Walker says hi, Riley. That's Dale from where Daddy works.
Hi.
Life's hobby. Hi, Luke. How you doing, buddy?
Is you hi?
Yeah, you can say hi. Of course, say hi.
Who?
Say hi to Luke.
Hello. You're more towing.
There's more coming, mate. They'll be piling in now. It's Sunday. Everybody's drunk. So they all want to come and watch Mick because everyone's smashed. They've all been down the pub, haven't they?
It's about. I see we go.
I was going to fire this lawnmower up, Riley boy.
I don't want to see you reading.
Yeah, you stay there. Don't touch that laptop. More coming in.
Eh?
On the beer, yeah. Right, so do I put a new air filter in this? Or do I put the old one back in?
Daddy.
Let's put a new one in there.
Daddy.
Yeah.
Coming.
I'll see you in a minute.
Oh no.
See who we got. I can't see, the sun's right there. Life's hobbies.
I'm hoping.
You've been mowing the lawn. Good man, Luke. Yeah, I was cutting yesterday, mate.
Daddy.
Just got this,
I have.
you can help. You know where that goes, don't you?
What's that?
Where's it go? Where's that go? You show Daddy. Proper lad, see, knows exactly where it goes. There's no flies on him, I'm telling you.
I have.
Good boy. Hang on, I'll put it up then. Close it up. Good man, that one. Yeah, get a hammer out and bash it then. Bottom drawer, hammer. That's it. Get the big one out. Oh, no, get the little one. That's better for you, yeah. So get the hammer out and give it a good thump. That'll do.
Where?
On the air filter side, give it a bash. Fantastic. See, just like the old man. That's it.
I'll be chop.
So it's had a new air filter put in it. And a new, and all it was literally.
Daddy?
Yes, buddy.
People watch it?
You want to sit on your chair? Of
Yeah.
course you can, mate. Yeah.
Daddy. You told you here?
Yeah.
You're coming.
Yeah.
Ooh.
There you go. Park your bum there.
Daddy. Daddy.
Technically, it's not lawnmower abuse, Pete. It's just
Daddy?
aggressive love.
Daddy.
Dale
Daddy.
knows all about aggressive love.
What can we talk about?
Yeah, that's what we're doing a video later on, aren't we? So yeah, that literally just came in. It wanted a new air filter. That's absolutely gone. And the spark plug for it
Where?
was probably the one I put in there 2 years ago. Yeah, BPR 6ES. I've gone
Daddy,
over to
whoa.
I've gone over to the
Daddy.
yeah.
What's that?
That's Dale says laugh out loud. He loves aggressive love.
Right.
I've gone over to the new Briggs and Stratton ones. They're no more expensive.
Daddy. Daddy.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
You got it. The bigger the hammer, the better.
Daddy. Your dog?
No, that's Paul.
Paul.
Riley sorted it out. Riley fixed it.
Yeah.
So yeah, new spark plug, new air filter. I've got to check the oil. New pull cord.
Daddy, whoa.
Yeah, where's your drink?
Whoa.
Yeah, 2 more. Go and get your drink. Go and find your juice. You've got to keep hydrated in this sort of weather. You go around the other way.
No talking.
I won't talk. Oh, well, yeah, I've got to talk.
What's it?
Not a lot, mate. I'll talk more when you get back. Go and get your juice.
No talking.
I'll do a little bit of talking.
You see me?
Yeah, do a little bit.
You see me?
I've got to look at the oil. It's not a service. It's just my lawnmower's broken. Can you fix it? Yeah, put Doris on it. Let Daddy do it, Dale. Let Daddy do it. I haven't got a Doris. I've got a Dizzy dye is what I use. You can't be using big stuff, Dale. I've got a Dizzy dye club. There she is. That's Dizzy dye. That's the type of hammer I use. I've got one down here somewhere in the depths. Yeah, that's all right. Which was purchased from a local car boot sale. That's the type of hammer you should be using on it. Yeah, that's all right, mate. That was cut his finger too. You're all right. Come on round. I had a silky saw laying there with no guard on it. That was a bit daft, wasn't it?
Daddy?
Yeah.
You don't have one boy.
Who we got? Pete.
Where?
Yeah, the old spoke wheels yet.
More.
I'm going to try and wipe some of that dust off. I'm having problems seeing. That's it. Let's give you a bit of a clean. Let's give you a bit of a clean look. See? Give you a bit of a clean. I'll be able to switch that on, can't we?
Do you see me, guys?
I'm just going to put a plaster on that in a minute, while boy.
Where?
On my finger. That's bleeding. No, it's only a little bit. Don't worry about it. I bled worse than that. I'm going to put a plaster on that. You talk to the guys. Give me 2 seconds. Just going to put a plaster on, gents. You stay there and talk to them. Don't touch nothing.
Daddy dies. Daddy hurt away bleeding. Toto, hurry up. the water one. Hurry up. Okay, guys. Today, I don't know which. Hurry up, guys. Hold on. Boy, a boy. Hold on, a bat. Bye. Yes, she does. Oh, hi, girl. Are we happy? Are you daddy with me, mother? Yes, she does a day. Daddy? Hold on. Yeah, I know, pig. Come on. Daddy?
Yeah.
It's a wall.
What?
Are you okay?
I'm okay, mate. Yeah, it's got a plaster for the old finger, that's all.
Where?
I've got a silky sword just round the side there. Yeah.
Daddy, what's it?
Yeah, they're putting thumbs up, they're sending you stuff.
Ow!
You okay? Sit down. Yeah, I've got a silky sword just tucked round the back there. So out of the way so no one can hurt themselves like a special riding boy. What's up? What we're saying? Yeah, it's on my laptop, mate, yeah. So Paul says, what have you been doing today, Riley? What did we do for first thing today? Where did we go?
Hospital.
No, before that.
Sure.
We went before that.
Daddy?
Yeah.
Why you don't walk like that?
Because the dad's cut himself on the knuckle.
Where? Mama?
No, silky sword.
Where? There?
Tucked right out of the way.
Oh,
It's
there.
not too bad, but I do bleed well once I've been on the beer for a little while. I went out last night with Mrs. P.
P?
Mummy, yeah, to visit another family with the
Hello,
same syndrome
Mummy.
as Riley. They were down.
What's that for a boy?
That's boy's a boy, yeah.
What's that
We
for?
were down.
Daddy.
They're down Bognor Butlins, so they popped down to town and come and see
Daddy,
us.
for.
Yeah, 2 seconds, mate. Just trying to stitch myself up. I'm not gonna like the sight of blood. Yeah, hang on, 2 seconds. Let me just do myself up here, and then I can carry on, can't I?
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. All right, fixed. Just put some super glue on it, it'll be easier.
Shut up. Chip out. Chip out. Chip out.
Let's get rid of that bloody old rag.
Mama. Daddy.
Yeah.
I want you right
You
here.
want to sit there, dear? Go on, you sit there then, buddy.
I want to
So what we got? What we got then?
Daddy.
Boat wheels.
Daddy. Daddy.
Yeah, I want a bigger version of that. Soft face me.
Hold on, guys.
Yeah. We're on my laptop. What you been doing, Riley? Big smile. Mandy sent you some emojis.
Addy. Hi, Addy.
Stealing the show, yeah. Turkey, yeah. We're off to Turkey very, very soon.
Yeah, the turkey.
Yeah, we're off to Turkey. I just want to check the. Let me bring that mower back in the view.
Daddy.
You can sit there and chat to them, Riley. I want to bring the mower back.
Stop talking.
Oh, I'll stop talking. You carry on then.
Okay, I want you.
You talk all that lot.
Daddy.
Yeah.
I want you, boy, I want you, dog.
All right. Well, maybe they'll be on a bit later on.
Okay.
But you can talk to them. I'll carry on working because some of us are going to try and earn some money here.
Daddy.
Yeah.
Stop talking.
All right. You carry on. You talk to them then.
Fine.
Tell them what you've done today.
Daddy.
Yeah.
Stop talking.
All right. You talk then.
Okay, so what's your name?
Who?
Stop talking.
Say hi, Pete, and hi, Dale.
Happy, Addy.
Dale.
Oh, I do. Daddy.
Yep.
Would you,
You just told me to stop talking a minute ago. I can't do both. I can't stop talking and talk.
Daddy.
Yeah.
Would you, boy, dog?
They might be back later on. Yeah, let's see.
No, cheaper.
On the computer. They're not on there yet. They might come on a bit later on.
Oh,
What's that?
what's up?
A bit WD-40.
Where? Oh, what's up, mate?
Women don't smell right. That's what I bathed you in.
No, different.
Say WD-40.
Daddy?
Yeah.
See, no talking.
Well, don't tell me not to talk. The only sitting there person yakking is you.
Daddy,
Yeah.
be quiet.
Oh, I'll be quiet then.
It's you. What is it, guys?
What do you say?
Stop talking! Stop talking. No, wait.
All right.
What is it, guys? Daddy.
Yeah.
Whoa.
What's it say?
It says, "Hi, boy, are you okay?"
It doesn't. It says WD is good stuff. Yeah, just to get the dust off it. That's all it is.
Daddy.
Yeah.
Okay. Who?
That's Pete.
Happy. Okay. Daddy. Whoa. Daddy.
Yeah.
What's
It
it?
says Mandy. Sent a load of emojis.
Hi, Addy.
Mandy.
Oh, sorry. Hi, Addy. Daddy.
Yeah.
Daddy.
Yeah.
What told you down?
I'm just doing
Daddy.
just doing this. Pete, as you're regularly on my where's my cursor? It is regularly on my channel, Pete, live streams. I hope you don't mind, but I'm going to make you a moderator, buddy. Just so if anyone comes in, mate, and starts giving me a bit of grief, you can just delete their stuff. You can come and go as you like, Pete. You don't want to be in all the time.
I know, Pete.
But you should now be moderated, Pete, on your next comment when it comes up.
Ow.
Yeah.
Daddy.
So if anyone comes in there, Pete, start giving us any jip. You know what to do with them, mate.
Daddy.
There's not a lot of oil in here.
Daddy.
Everyone's topping it. It's about halfway up.
Daddy.
Yeah.
Well,
I know I'm not getting any work done, Luke.
I don't know, Luke.
Somebody
Daddy.
is shouting the orders out. Yeah.
What did you do? Daddy.
Yeah.
We're here.
Everyone's here, mate. We're all saying hi to you.
Yes, he said. You are not waiting. Hurry.
I'm trying to fill up, do a sort of bit of oil up, Riley boy.
I know, boy, but I want. Oh, Daddy.
Yeah.
More.
More.
Yes, he said.
What else to say?
It said, boy, you're dirty. Oh.
Yeah, that's right, Pete. You've now got a spanner. You're now a moderator, mate. So if anyone comes in here and starts cursing, swearing, and generally just being a nuisance, then you can just delete that. You've got the power now to delete their comments and block them, buddy, or put them in timeout. Yeah, not often people give me grief, Dale, only because I can find out where they live and go around with Doris. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know. When Riley's not about, I can get or do a bit. But I do love having him here. I do love having him here.
Okay.
It's a Sunday. Mummy's at work, isn't she, Riley?
No, not mine. Mommy P.
Mummy P's at work. So
Hello, Mom.
what better than spend a day with my little boy? I've got
Daddy?
no work on this weekend on the
Daddy?
railway, so
Daddy?
Yeah.
Don't talking.
Oh, I'll stop talking now.
I will see. Daddy?
Yeah.
Who was your boyfriend, dog?
No. I'm just smidgen more,
Daddy?
Riley. Yeah. So this isn't a service, this is just a top up.
Daddy?
You don't want to spend money on a service.
Daddy? Daddy?
He's 3/4 way there now.
Daddy?
Yeah.
Water.
Yeah, 2 seconds, mate. Let's try and fill up this oil.
Addy or boy? Who in?
I'll find out in a minute.
Yes, he said. I don't know, Will. You will see.
Teach him to do Briggs carbs. And keep him busy. To be fair, Luke, I've not had any.
I don't know, Will.
I've not had no 3.5s in recently.
I don't know.
It's mainly this year. It's been mainly Hondas, actually.
Oh.
I've only probably done about 30 Briggs and Strats.
Daddy?
Yeah.
You should watch it.
Oh, we'll just do a bit of swap. You walk about, I walk about.
Watch
It keeps it busy and keeps everyone motivated. They're on the other side there, look. Go and get it.
Where?
Around there. Here, no, look, pay attention. Over there.
It's chicken.
Over there.
Oh, wait.
So yeah, it's mainly been Hondas this year.
Daddy? Daddy?
What am I going to charge him? It'll be a filter. It will be a top-up oil change or oil, spark plug, pull cord.
Daddy?
And that'd be about it. I've got to run it up yet, Pete. It may have other issues yet. Yeah,
Daddy?
yeah.
Where are you?
I'm here.
I don't see you.
Bring it round then.
Yeah.
I've got to run it for 20 minutes yet anyway, Pete. So the fuel doesn't smell too clever.
Daddy?
Yeah, yeah. Where are you?
Well, here.
Let's lift it up and bring it round here then.
Why?
You tell me, fine. So yeah, it's got a bit of a run up yet. I'd probably just go in at a standard service price, which is weird because he didn't want me to service it. Yeah.
Ow.
Right.
Some.
I mean, he's already halfway there, isn't he? You know what I mean? You think
Daddy.
So the mower, Luke, literally,
Daddy.
hang on, buddy. The bloke texted me to say it bought a mower off me 2 years ago, and it's now just stopped running. Honda 4.5 on the top, GV135, nice engine actually. It was fully serviced when it went away 2 years ago, but since it's come back with a filthy air filter, the spark plug was all full of carbon. That's why it wasn't starting. So it had a new filter, new spark plug, and pull the cord. Initially, the pull cord was only about 14 inches long. I couldn't even get half a compression turn on the pull cord, so that's part of the reason why it wasn't doing it. So I put a new pull cord on there, new spark plug, new air filter, top it all up because that was about halfway down. And then I just got to run it up for 20 minutes now just to see how it's going. I don't know what the blade looks like underneath. Yeah, blade's well battered. Well battered. So I've got to give it a run. In fact, I think I've just seen that carburetor has just started leaking fuel, but that might have just been me. Some of these Hondas don't like being tipped up on the sides. Turn the air filter out.
Yeah.
If I burn some of that off there.
Yeah.
Let it evaporate.
Yeah.
Turn that fuel tap off and on from there.
Daddy?
Yeah.
What we got?
But it has plenty of fuel in it, so I just got to run it up.
Daddy?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I want to say you coming?
So yeah, it'd probably just be an hour's labour and parts by the time I finish mucking about with it and actually running it all up fully how it should be.
Ow.
Quick, easy fix. That's how I like them. If I could do 30 or 40 M a day, I'll be happy with that. But my service work has doubled this year. I'm getting lots more repeat custom people coming back with the mowers who've left the fuel in all winter. So that's pretty good. Just so yeah, I'll give that one a run in a minute. He wants it back as soon as possible, so you can probably have that back tomorrow. Once that's done, put the hammer away for me, please, son. Good boy. It's warm in here, isn't it? That's it. That one. Good boy. Throw it in there. Hang on. Hold up. Daddy's fingers are in there. I want another plaster in a minute. So that's that. And that's now running. So I just literally got to just run it up for 20 minutes just to make sure it all runs successfully. But apart from that, as you all know, it's my birthday just the other week. What we got? Toolbox, how you doing, buddy?
Who?
Thanks for the thumbs up, mate. Much appreciated.
Daddy?
Good man. Yeah, get the old laundry done.
Daddy?
Hang on.
Daddy?
Have I had any old boards in? Outboards. I've had one outboard this year.
Daddy?
Yeah.
Daddy?
Dale.
Hey.
Yeah, I've had one outboard this year, which was just an impeller job. That's all that was. Just going to put my live stream on the old Hangouts page. So that's pretty cool. Just get one of those in. So I can share that actually.
Daddy?
Yeah.
What did you do that?
Share it, yeah. There you go. Just want to share it on Hangouts, Mixed Mowers, Small Engine Nations, Bumps, and all that. So yeah, I had one outboard in. I was going to look at doing a few, but the problem is, it's like me and Luke were discussing a little while ago. Everywhere is now flooded with people doing this game, and not necessarily doing it properly, I may add. That's why people are still having problems. And cheap, everywhere so cheap. You can buy a second-hand lawnmower now, 40 quid. You know, there's no money in that for me. I'm not interested in any of that. So I'd much rather just do service work. People come to me, drop the mower off, and they come back, pick it up, and away they go. So happy to do that. And also, I do my grass cutting too. And no, look, I'm not a weekend warrior. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, no worries. You don't know. Anyway, going to get on to my birthday. It was the other week, and I only asked for one thing I wanted, which I got, which is lovely. I don't often ask for much, you know, because we're doing the mowers. I can afford. Yeah.
No, my birthday.
You've had yours.
No,
We're doing the mowers.
No.
When's your birthday? You tell me.
It's today.
No, when is it?
July.
April. Doing the mowers, I can afford to buy my own stuff generally, which is cool. But Mrs. P did ask me if I could have one. If I could have one thing, what would I like? And I chose this.
Wait, what's that?
So I now pick myself up.
Hedgehog.
A Sonic the Hedgehog is what he calls it. Pick myself up a ultrasonic cleaner. Look at getting that. It's a bit shiny in here.
What's your size?
Ultrasonic cleaner. This is a 3 litre one. However, Daddy? It's a bit of a pants puller.
Daddy?
Because
Daddy?
it's not actually 3 litres at all. Yeah.
What's your size?
You can put your chips in here, Ron. Do your chips up.
What's that?
Put your chips in there. Put
Where?
your chips in. And a sausage. That's it. That goes in there. Put that in there. Turn it on. And it cooks your chips. It'll work when I plug it in. So I've got myself a GT Sonic Professional Ultrasonic Cleaner. Please read instructions before using. Didn't see them. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, didn't see them.
Okay.
So I've now got one. And I was kind of hoping this lawnmower has just come in. I was kind of hoping that would need a carburetor clean. But literally the capacity, do you know what the capacity is about the same as that? I would say, pound for pound. Maybe a bit more. It's a bit deeper. It's about another 1.5 inches deeper than that, the actual capacity. The tray itself is about 3/4 inch off of the top, and there is a maximum line, so you can only get stuff in there. But I've got a carburetor here somewhere. I was going to put in this one. This one come out of a Honda EX1000 generator, which was no good, and that will sit completely flush in there, and will be completely submerged. So that's cool. I didn't want the 2 litre one. That'd be even less. That'd be no good to me at all. So I can probably get 2 carburetors in there to push. But that's what I wanted, and that's what she got me. So they reckon they're very good. I've never used one. I've always done my carbs by hand. So see how we get on. Mountfield SP470 mowers on my local selling. £50 the pair. You've got to be joking. How can you keep up with that, Luke? Can't, can we? Well, I wouldn't even entertain that. Let's have a look. Let's go back to some other sites. A score, I would say, Mick. I've won. Had some work, Mick. Well used, yeah. People never learn. Run them dry, yeah. Dale, outboards. Toolbox, just stopping by, yeah. Last hobby, happy play, yeah. Yeah, tell our toolbox. I missed that comment. I hope you're okay. 2 Mountfields SP470s on my local selling site. £50 a pair. 25 quid each. And that's not, I take it, that's not service, Luke, is it? That's just as they are, I take it. Yeah, it's very cheap, Pete, you're right. Yeah, I've got a cleaner, happy. Is it the same as yours? Cool. Well, I take it you've done a review on it, and Luke, I can just watch your video how to use it. And yeah, be good for that, good for your vape as well, Dale. I'm not on the vape at the minute. I'm back on the old fags at the minute. It's all right. I mean, it's all right doing that, Luke. But in my area, mate, Pete, you all right, buddy? Get out of this. In my area, not everyone wants to pay the money, Luke, for the big uns. I've got that Honda 553 Pro Lawn Fight over there. 6.6 Honda on the top. Rotor clutch, 2-speed drive. Yeah, it's knocking on. But I cut grass the other week above my knee. Absolutely Yeah.
Dirty.
That's fine, no problem. You're allowed to get dirty, mate. In this shed, you're allowed to get dirty. That's the law.
You clean it up?
No, you clean it up later on. It's fine. Go tell Nan all about it. Yeah, I'll talk later on. So I've got that up for a fair price. I will tell you what it's up for. I've got it up for 225. Now that's a Honda, as I say, 6.6 rotor clutch, 2-speed box, all singing, all dancing, fully serviced, good to go. 225. Not had one person sniffed at it. Not one. So how can you compete with that? I've also got a Viking out there, Briggs and Strat engine. I think it's a 5 or 6 horsepower Briggs on it. Rear roller, 2-speed variable drive. That's up for 175. No one's even bothered. So my mowers aren't expensive because I can make good money on my part exchanges. So that's where I am. But the big mowers, they're not interested. Roy's the boy. How you doing, buddy boy? Nice to see you. Yeah, I bet it hasn't been serviced, Luke. I bet you £1 they're not serviced. Maybe a new plug. Have a blades been sharpened, balanced? Have the cables been checked to make sure it's fully choking? You know what I mean? That's what takes the time. Golden, how you doing, buddy boy? Just dropped a like. Fantastic. Yeah, we're up to 13 in the house with 8 likes on. So that'd be good. You can smash your thumbs up, gents. That'd just go towards my channel. That'd be fantastic. You ain't got to do it. You can put a thumbs down if you like. Yeah, I'm over 6 now, which is cool. I'm nearly halfway over to 1,000. Honda Pros with dodgy gearboxes. Fix them and just wait. Yeah, I had one coming. I had one. I looked at the other day, Luke. It wasn't HRX. It was HRB. I forget which model. Probably about 2008, 2010, somewhere in there. And the drive wasn't working, and it was a suspect gearbox. I think they took it down to a local garden centre, and they said, yeah, that's what it is. But a brand new gearbox for one of them Hondas, what do they go for on eBay now? Anywhere between 80 to 140 for a brand new one. You can get them second hand, but you're taking a gamble, ain't you? I've had a couple come in which have just been the belt to come off, but it was quite a long way for me just to drive up there and back to pick it up. So I had to weigh it up. I let it go in the end. So many been snorting for them next year. Storm next year. Yeah, and what I did this year, to be fair, or last year, tail end of last year, I snapped up in my area about 20 mowers. I drained all the fuel out of them, didn't even service them, drained all the fuel out, installed them in the shed, and then I was selling mowers come sort of late January. I was selling mowers, and I sold my first 20 in about the first week. So I had a good start. Maybe that's a key to it, Luke. Hit it early. So I've got another 8, 9 out there. I've got 6 or 7 around the side here. I've got 4 or 5 down the bottom, and I've had one person come in next week for one. A few people sniffing, but nothing. Typical sort of Facebook. I'll come down, pick up tomorrow. Don't show up. I've had nothing today. Sold a few hedge cutters, which is quite cool. A few hedge cutters have gone this year. Quite happy with that. Yeah, plastic gearbox, Luke. Yeah, ones that have gone the HRBs. Hi, Harry. How you doing?
Who's Harry?
That's Harry.
Where?
Harry Gaming.
Where?
I'm doing good, mate. He's
Where?
up here. There's Harry up here. See.
Where? No, not Harry.
Roy's the boys in there. Roy, say hi to Riley boy.
Hi, boy.
Well,
boy.
Yeah, to be fair, Luke, I was still selling mowers November last year. I was still selling a few. Which
Boy.
Yeah, Roy's a boy. Yeah, he says hello.
No.
Hey, look, Roy's a boy. Say hi, Riley. Say hi, Roy's a boy.
Hi, boy.
So I was still selling mowers in November, which is cool. Yeah, they are expensive. Yeah, people are thinking about holidays. I certainly am thinking about a holiday. I need my holiday.
I did a turkey soon.
It's really good morning. Is it morning where you are, Harry? Is it? Yeah, we're 3 o'clock in the afternoon nearly here. Yeah, I'm doing good, thanks, Golden. Yesterday we spent a day at home yesterday in the paddling pool. We had a day in the paddling pool, didn't we? We had a bit of a lunch and just a chilled out day. Dad had a couple of beers, just relax with all the wife and the kids and the nieces come over. With nice relaxing day. Went out for a couple of beers last night with Mrs. P just to see another family. Mummy, yeah. And then today we went. I sold a chainsaw this morning. And been back Tesco's and just onto this one. So back at work tomorrow. But yeah, it's been a nice weekend. The gearboxes on the Hondas I fix are the aluminium case ones. Yeah, you can fix them ones. What do they go for online now? Look for a brand new one for them. Because this Honda wasn't expensive. Okay, Roy. Yeah, everyone. Roy's doing his 500 subs giveaway later on, so make sure you keep an eye out for his channel. Alabama's, yeah.
Wait, who's that?
250 to go for your 1,000
Daddy,
sub. That's fantastic.
Daddy,
I can't wait for you to get there, Luke.
Daddy.
Max has come in. Hello, gang. Mick and Riley boy. That'd be cool.
Say hi.
Yeah, you can say hi. Of course you can.
Who in?
Peter, Dale, be counselling that shift, mate. If the heat keeps up, I'm not actually out till waiting. I'm not actually out until Tuesday, Dale. I think I'm up 3 bridges on Tuesday. I'm just got to go into Cover House Monday.
Daddy.
Yeah.
Who in?
Which one?
Him.
That's Max.
Wait.
Yeah.
Oh no, was he?
Yeah. This message is held for review.
Boy,
Harry, I'm trying to make 500 subs. Yeah.
What's your boy, eh?
Yeah, we're all trying to get there, Harry. All you got to do is just keep networking. That's what it's all
Daddy.
about. Keep networking and subscribe to
Daddy.
other channels.
Daddy.
Yeah.
Daddy.
Yeah.
Boy, eh? Boy.
Roy's boy said, "Nice one, life's hobbies." So we're up to 6. I think 6:30. We're up to somewhere in there, which is cool.
Boy.
Just want to drop this mower off the old stand and have it outside for a little
Hi,
while.
boy. Are you really boy?
Just to give it a run.
Daddy.
Yeah.
My boy say.
I don't know. Read what it says. What's it say?
I said, boy, you do dirty. Who is boy, eh?
Hey.
Who? She was.
Harry, I got you. That's it. Yeah, that's what it's all about. Sharing it.
Harry,
Share it around. If it interests you, then subscribe to them. If it don't, then don't.
Daddy.
Yeah.
You too?
Yeah, it's my tail. So I'm about to outside, right? Well, 2 seconds before the people.
Okay. Okay, guys. Right here, Daddy. Okay, bye, Daddy.
Yeah, I'll be long.
Keep it. Okay, guys. Daddy. You go. Show head off there. I will do. Daddy.
Yeah.
You do here? Okay. Okay, guys. Daddy? What does it? Oh! I don't know. Fruit. Daddy? Daddy?
Yeah.
What?
So,
You did dirty. I don't know. Oh, Georgie. Oh, you boy. Hey, Daddy. Daddy?
Yep.
It's boy. What's it?
Let's have a look.
It's a hi.
Says, thanks, Roy. Hi, Riley. Life's hobbies. I got you ready. Fired up, Mick. Yeah, she's running.
Daddy? Who's it?
Laugh out loud. Yeah, it's running now.
Did you? Daddy?
Yeah.
Where's our charger from? What's that?
Hey?
What's that?
That's someone putting my ultrasonic cleaner.
Who? This one?
Yeah.
Who's your it? Sure, head talk. Daddy?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure it?
No.
What's it? Sure, head talk. Daddy?
Hang on, buddy.
I want me to dog. A boy, Daddy. Sorry. Sorry.
My bum boy, sit down there.
Daddy?
Yeah.
You win.
Did it ring? Sit down there.
You win.
Did it ring?
Yeah.
See what it is.
You dog?
No, it might be Mummy.
Asha.
Mummy said no, she should text say you're a big boy.
Asha.
So yeah, I
Daddy?
bought some of this.
Daddy?
This is the old lemon juice. I might throw that in an
Daddy?
ultrasonic cleaner. I'm going to do a bit of
Daddy?
trial. Yeah.
Asha.
There's no one ringing me.
Yeah.
No, it's not. Just a text.
What's it?
It's Mummy. So I might just Pete off to a test area. Yeah, here's testing.
Daddy?
So I'm going to run it through with just some
Daddy?
water first. I'm going to put some fairy liquid. Then I'm going to put some lemon zest in there, maybe. Bit of anything, you know. I'm not going to be buying the
Daddy?
Hiya, how you doing?
Who?
I'm not going to be buying
Daddy?
the proper carburetor
Daddy?
cleaner solution stuff to
Daddy?
put in there. I'm just going to use
Daddy?
Yeah.
Your good boy who?
Roy's boy and Pete, and no touching that.
Who?
Wholesome fishing.
Oh, he's eating.
So yeah, I'm not going to be running. Oh, that's just cut out, but I know what it is. I left the fuel tap turn off tonight.
Not again. One more time. Daddy? Am I again? Wait. Daddy? Daddy?
Yeah.
Am I again?
Yeah, that's fine. So that's the fuel tap fully
Daddy?
tested. Yeah. Come sit on your chair here, look. That's it. Come sit down there. Pop your bum on there. What we found. So I just had to test the fuel tap to make sure the fuel tap was working, and it is. Bit of a schoolboy error there. Yes. And it just as well I did it here rather than at a person's house. But it's ticking over again now. It actually runs quite sweet for a Honda. Let's down his can. Look, all juice. It's warm in the old shack. So yeah, I let that run for 10 or so minutes to see how she gets on. Got to go, sort out busy week ahead. Catch you. Yeah, tell her, Luke, look after yourself, buddy boy. Talk to you again another day.
High five.
High five. So that's that running. Update on the hater. I've done a video. I think it's got it in there. The hater 48/56 Pro. Tell Riley to say hi.
Who?
To who?
Boy.
Is that Ella?
Aya.
Ella.
Aya.
Yeah. Say hi.
Who? Aya.
Say hi.
Hi, Aya. Daddy?
Yeah.
Daddy? Yeah, boy.
Yeah, Roy's a boy. So the hater, I cut my lawn with it just the other day. You might have seen that on my Instagram page.
Daddy?
And then, yeah. You can't get in closer, son. Yeah, sit on your chair. You've got your own chair here. Look, why don't you sit on your chair? You're the anchor man. That's it. You sit on your own chair there. And then yesterday, I took the hater out and I cut about 6 lawns with it yesterday.
Daddy?
It's still got about, yeah.
Why don't
No idea. It still smelt a bit smoky, to be fair, initially, but I think it's just where it's all bedding in, and it had different types of oil in there. So it cut 6 lawns yesterday, and one of the lawns it was working on because the grass was particularly long, and the chute kept getting blocked up, so it was working. I've since got it back home and give it about give it about an hour. 2 seconds. Give it about an hour to just to sit up. Check the oil again, and it's exactly where it should be. So it's not burning no oil and not doing anything it shouldn't be doing. So about another 3 weeks, and I'll be able to tell if that's actually going to be reliable and an engine to keep. Yeah. Yeah, Roy's a boy. Yeah. Tell Ryder boy say hello to. Is it Lila? Doug. Lila, Roy.
Who?
Just put a thumbs up or down if that's correct. It'll come through in a minute. So yeah, the H is actually running exactly how it should be, and I'm super impressed with it. So happy with that. Other things I've got in a lawnmower on part exchange. I actually sold that big black McCulloch. Yeah, it's getting there, Pete. I'm just going to do another. It's done about 3/4 of a tank, so I'll probably take it out again next fortnight. I'll probably cut my own lawn. I've got to cut my next doors, and I'll do another cut on 6 or 7 lawns next fortnight. And then once that's done, I'll then do an oil change and see what that oil looks like. And then, depending on that, will give me a result as to what's going on with it. But I'm not working it really hard. I mean, I could have took it on the job I did on Friday. I had to take the big Honda Pro in the end because the grass was horrendous, and even the Honda didn't struggle because I trimmed it all first, but it wasn't an easy job. It took me about 2 hours to cut the lawn. The lawn's now completely dead, so I need rejuvenation going forward. But that's another lawn I picked up, so that was cool. Apart from that, I picked up 2 long reach hedge cutter multi-tool things. And I've also picked up a lawnmower which came in, was already running, but just wanted a service. And he did a part X on that and took the big black McCulloch with the Husqvarna engine. Remember the Husqvarna I had with a battered deck? I did an engine swap. That one's gone. That one sold off. So happy with that one. Since then, also I'm doing a video on a Mountfield 470. Came in. I sold it to a bloke about 3 weeks ago. It came back. He said that the front wheel fell off. That was number one. Proper Fools and Horse moment. Front wheel fell off, and all of a sudden, a big chunk of metal fell off. Yeah, it's true. Big chunk of metal fell off of it, and he couldn't start it. So I said, bring it back down. The wheel's not a problem. I don't know why it fell off, but I've got some spare wheels. It might have just been a bit loose. Yeah, the wheels. 3 wheels on my wagon. I know what you're saying. She's 5 years old. Well, today, Roy, is her birthday today? Anyway, I went to pull the Mountfield, and the Mountfield snatched the pull cord straight out of my hand. And I've got the keyway to it over here somewhere. I did have it. I don't know where the keyway went now. Video of it. I can't find a keyway now. Yeah, serve your chef. Come on. The keyway was smashed, and the timing's all out. Hence the reason for the kickback. So that's yeah. So that's outside at the minute. I've got a new keyway for it, but he's actually smashed the boss on the bottom, and because it's one of a drive system, I don't have a spare. I've ordered 2. I've got every other boss for it apart from that one. So again, he didn't want to spend no money on it because he said, I only just bought it off of you. But I said, well, you've hit something. He said, no, I haven't. I said, well, the boss don't break on its own. Big chunk in the blade, and the keyway's gone. So the words liar, liar, pants on fire come to mind. So that'll be done. I'll do a video on that one. but I've got to wait for the boss. That boss should be in a couple of days. So that's being done. Apart from that, it's all very quiet. Yes, I hate the kickback, and even on the video, I refuse blankly to pull the cord to show you how it kicks back. Cause it's like it breaks your fingers, doesn't it? Doesn't it hurt? I can't abide that. It really hurts. Yeah, he's hit something. He says he hasn't. He says there's nothing to hit in his lawn, but they don't just break on their own, do they? Well, very rarely. You might sometimes get a bit of tough compression, maybe too much oil or too much fuel in the system, possibly, but they don't often just break on their own. So that's being done. It's all fully serviced, brand new spark plug, everything. So it's all good to go. But for whatever reason now, it don't want to know. So he's hit something definitely. So the multi-tool I picked up, one of them was a Shindua. I think it's called a Shindua. And it's a professional grade, apparently, or semi-professional. And it starts absolutely on the button. Really, really, really nice little engine. I took it out on Friday to do a hedge job, and it performed really, really well, the hedge trimmer. And the other one is the Titan. Now, I'm pretty certain I cured that. However, I did fire it up yesterday, and it was still a bit dopey until it warmed right up. So I have a carburetor for it. I might just try and run it as it is for now and try and fine-tune it again. But I've got a feeling it does need a new carburetor, or the diaphragms are shot.
What shot?
Shot.
Shot?
Shot.
Shot?
Yeah, shot. No good. So on top of that, I did pick up these. These are on my video, one of my videos as well coming up. I picked up these the other day from I think these are Amazon carburetor tuners. There's eight in a pack, and they've all got different ends. They're about 11 quid, which are cool. Just right for tuning the old carburetors up. So I picked them up the other day. Didn't find a little tub to keep them in. I was there to get all lost when I Riley. So they're cool, don't new year-olds. Riley boy, can you say hi to hang on. That moved. Don't plan it, son. People do lie, yeah, they do lie. Riley boy, can you say hi to Millie? Say hi, Millie.
Hi, Millie.
Oh, the same as yours, Pete. Oh, yeah, Roy. Same as mine, Roy's boy. Yeah, they're good, Roy, aren't they? Cliff, it's difficult one when they do not accept what's done after you. Yeah, I know exactly that. So, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, in fairness, the man does seem very genuine, but he may have hit something and not known about it. You know, that may be the case. But at the end of the day, he bought a lawnmower off me in good faith, which was all running, and it was running when it left. And he tested it up and down on the lawn. So yeah, it comes down to a standard repair. So it's going to be 2 hours labour. Time it comes in, I've already done an hour already, stripping it down. I've got to put it back together. I've got to test it. You've got to pay for all the parts. So yeah, it's going to be, you know, a standard repair job. It's not going to be. I'll do it for nothing, because if I do it for nothing, then I'll never make any money, and there's just no sense in running the channel if I can't at least cover my overheads. And I'm not making a vast amount of profit. I'm not a millionaire. So,
Ow.
sorry.
Ow.
Sorry. So
Ow.
So yeah, it'd be a standard. It'd be a standard 2-job labour job, and plus parts. So I should make money on it regardless. I have got an electric Flymo due to come in very, very shortly. Bloke's got one of the you know, your B&Q jobbies. It's just
Daddy,
packed up working. I don't normally do them. Yeah. On a bit of room, mate. It's a bit too warm. It is warm in here. Let's have a look.
Boy.
Paceman, double D, works wonders. got to go and eat dinner, but we'll leave live stream going for you. Okay, Roy, no worries, mate. Right, Dad's going to go and turn that lawnmower off. That's how it's tested. It's still running. 2 seconds.
I see that here. I'm not match. He's over the roller. I know, Root. You be.
That's good. Who are you talking to?
Root. Hey, give me my chair now.
No, come on. Come sit in your chair.
Daddy, boy.
That's your one. Roy's boy going to go and eat his dinner.
No, not.
Yeah, yes.
I said hi.
Roy's a boy. Max.
Boy, and dog.
G. Boy, it's only 10 a.m. Yeah, you're the other side of the world, though. Double diamond beer, Mick. Old school. Yeah, no, we're 3 o'clock in the afternoon over here, so it is nearly dinner time. Mummy due back very, very shortly.
No, Mama P.
Yeah. So all I've got to do is just fire that old Titan hedge trimmer up again. Try and see what that's doing. That's near enough brand new. I'm guessing it might have a new carburetor put on that. And if it does, I've got one for it, so that's cool. But the Shindua one, I've just need the only thing I've got to do to that. It starts up beautifully, but when you put the strimmer attachment head on it, the shaft turns the strimmer head round. So I need to find out how that's got a lock on there. If it's not locking, and if not, I might put a self-tapping screw in there, something just to hold it. But that works absolutely beautifully. I've got to get a strimmer guard for it as well. It hasn't got a guard to get that done. I've got about 4 or 5 videos in the bank that are all done, just waiting to upload. So they'll be coming up. And I've also done a video. One of you guys wanted me to do a video on my lift table. That's done. Just got to upload that one as well. So that'd be good. I'm just going to get that tightening just to fire that up, so you can hear what it's doing, and you can be the judge and tell me if it needs to have a new carburetor or not. So I'll go and get it, and then I'll fire it up.
Why?
So you can hear it.
Daddy?
Yeah, come hang on a second. Right, there you go, Mick. My voice is a bit noisy, this one. There you go. Yeah, there you go a bit. Listen to Daddy fires this one up, because it will be a bit noisy. I'm not only blowing your ears out at such a young age. There you go for a minute, just 2 minutes, buddy. We'll come back in. So this is the Titan one, which I did a carburetor tune on it, and it was running absolutely bang on. But all of a sudden, next day, it's not running as well as I would like. So you be the judge. It starts beautiful, he says. Yeah, so it runs better on about quarter choke. I tried tuning it, and it tuned really, really well and responded fantastically. But the next day, it's not having it. So I may try and retune it again with the old tool. But I've got a feeling it's not getting the carburetor through quick enough because the diaphragm is a year old and been left in stale fuel. So I've got a feeling it wants a new carb. I've got one for it, so I can just whack it on there. But I will try and tune it again with the old carburetor tool, just to see. I might have topped it out a bit too much. It might be picking up too much. So I've got to do that. Apart from that, I've got the Shindua one in, which starts absolutely beautiful. We'll go and get that. So here's the Shindua. And this one is quite old for what it is. This starts on the button. That starts lovely. But the problem I found with it is that this doesn't lock in. So that's something I'm going to work on to find out exactly how that locks into place, because it's not at the moment. No matter what I do to it, it won't lock in. And it should do. There's a hole there for it. But I'm guessing the actual connection down here is broken somehow. Let me try and undo that. So we can't get that to set up a bit more. This coming as part exchange. I say it runs absolutely beautifully. So there should be a little tiny piece on here to lock in place.
Why?
Because it should be right, boy.
Oh, why?
I can't see. Pass Daddy's torch.
I'll give it a
You
shout.
can do it all by yourself.
Okay,
Yeah, bring here. That's it, bring here. So there should be a little tiny locking device on that. I think that's what's actually broken. Show me your hands. Yeah, you're dirty now, see? So I think that's the problem with this. I might have to get a new collar for this. I might have a spare somewhere knocking about. But it won't actually, when you put it in, there's a hole for it to go on the front. But when you actually put it in there, that's as far as it goes. And it will not stay. So I'm going to have to figure out the reason as to why that's doing that. Yeah, that doesn't actually do anything. It says a hole covered down, tighten the knob to secure. But it won't let me do it. So that needs looking into before I can set it on. But it is a fantastic little strimmer. Works really, really well. I might have a spare collar for it somewhere, but I can't sell it without it. Yeah, I've got a new carb for it, Pete. So I might just bang a new carb on it. I haven't got any diaphragms to fit it, but for the cost of a diaphragm, yeah, it wants a locking pin in there, and it hasn't got one on that. I think it's actually broken off. There's nowhere for it to locate a locking pin into it, Pete. So I might have to just go on the old Shindua website and pick one up. It probably cost me about a tenner, but it's got a hedge cutter, brush cutter, strimmer attachment with it, so I can make money on it. And I've already sold the mower on and made money on that. and he's given me another mower which I've sold. Someone's coming over from Ireland in a week's time, and they want the mower, so they're bringing it back from Ireland. So that'd be cool. Well, hello there, Ian Matthews. How you doing, buddy boy? How's your head the other day? I see you had a nice big bottle of whiskey you were tempting on. I've just been fixing a mower that some young lad bought in. He said he couldn't get it to run, and just wanted a new spark plug and an air filter change. It's what it wanted, and a bit of oil. So, on the pull cord. So I've just done that today. I haven't done a lot else really today. I've got a new ultrasonic cleaner for me carbs, so I'm gonna do that. What I might do, Pete, I might actually take the carburetor off that Titan, put it through the carb cleaner, and then buy some new gaskets and diaphragms for that carb, and then I'll have a spare, because they're all pretty much the same, aren't they? You know, the carburetors on them. So I'll probably do that. The only difference is with the carburetor I've got, that's got an inbuilt priming bulb, where this one's got an external one. So I have to bypass that to make that work, but that shouldn't be no biggie. £200 a bottle, only 2 thin sips. Yeah, but you had quite a few, didn't you? It wasn't until you realised it was about 50% proof. Your eyes sort of went cross-eyed and said, "Lord, what have I done already?" And you already had 2 or 3 in the tank. That was good to see, though. So, just literally, I've got to service my old strimmer, my old Faithful, because what I might be doing, I might be keeping either the Shindua or the Titan, and sell out my old Faithful, only because old Faithful's done quite a few hours on the clock now. It's just time for a change. I've had it about 4 years. It's never let me down. And you may say, well, why change it? But I need to just keep upgrading my stuff all the time. Like the Hater, the Hater's worth probably about £550, somewhere in there, because it's got the brand new engine. But I'll probably just end up keeping it because it's an upgrade for myself. And my lawn's quite substantial, as you know, so I need something that's going to cut my own grass, rather than just keep running shoddy materials. It's not worth doing. So I'll probably end up keeping the Hater, and then I'll probably keep the Titan. That comes with arrangements of tools on it as well. The only thing it hasn't got the extender. I want the middle section pole, which I think you can buy for about £20. I'll need to purchase the chainsaw attachment as well, because my own strimmer hasn't got that. So that's why I want to change and go from a standard straight shaft strimmer to an extendable tool one, so I can stay on the ground and do it rather than keep going up and down ladders. So I'll get that done. I've got to sharpen my lopping tool as well. I use that the weekend, and that's a bit blunt, so I've got to sharpen that up. My silky saw is nice and sharp, as demonstrated on my knuckle. I've also got that Spear & Jackson. Someone's coming in and they want to do a swap. They've got a home flight or home light mighty hedge cutter not working. He wants to do a trade-in on my Spear & Jackson. I'm a bit dubious. I've had one of home lights in before, and I'm not a fan of them at all. Don't like them whatsoever. So I'll probably end up just doing a repair on his rather than doing a trade-in, because then my home flight mighty, they're not that mighty, and the engines are not balanced right either. They're not in the right area. They're heavy to use. So I probably won't go for that deal. But he's gonna come down anyway and have a look to see what's occurring. Yeah, it was proper molten all. I didn't see what the end of the stream looked like, but I'm guessing it was quite messy. Although it didn't go on that long, did it? It wasn't the normal Friday night job that goes on to about midnight-ish. It was just a standard one, wasn't it? What, home light's junk? Home light is proper junk. I don't know why people even bother. But then I got that fella going to come in with a Flymo lawnmower electric one, which I don't normally touch them. I've had a few in. I've done a few in my time, but he said he's willing. They're about £68 new, and he said he's willing to sort of pay 20 or £30 just to have me inspect it. And if I can fix it on the inspection, then all well and good. It could just be a cables come off, or generally with them electric fly mows, it's the little switch comes adrift in there. They break down. That's very common. But if it's a motor, I think a new motor for one and fly mows are about 40 quid on eBay. It's just not worth doing. I don't generally touch them, but he's insistent on bringing it down so I can have a look at it, which I don't really want to do, really. But there you go. It's what I do. So I said I'll have a look at it, and I'll look at it. So that's what I'll do. But apart from that, I've not got a lot else on now. I really am up to date. I've got 6 or 7 mowers around the side. I'm not going to be buying any more mowers in because the season has slowed right down. So I've got an engine down here, which is the 450E Briggs. That apparently is a good engine. And I've got one around the other side on a Quocast, and there's something just not quite right with either the governor arm or the carburetor or something. It's really slow to spring back, and all the springs working on it. So just for now, as a quick fix, I'm going to take the engine off of that. That'll probably be this week, and do an engine swap. And just see if that's not the reason why. I've got all the attachments for it that came with it. Blade Boss, it's even got a Blade Boss with a drive on it as well, so that will come with it. So I might just swap the engine over on that just to get another mower up and running. That's got drive on it as well. Oh, I don't know why people even bother buying them, Pete. I've not got a clue why people even bother buying the things. It just don't make no sense to me. But then I suppose if you've just got a little tiny lawn, that's size of a postage stamp, and it doesn't warrant having a petrol mower, then I get it. But I think it's when you see these people turn up in B&Q, I see them, and they've got the McCall Star ones, they've got the Fly Mows, and they're paying like £80-90 for a brand new one, and you just know that their garden is substantial, or they haven't cut it for about 3 months, and they're just hoping that this little mower is going to chew through it, and it just don't happen. It just don't work. That's why one of the lawns yesterday I went to go and cut with. I actually come home and picked up my Honda, because the grass is so uneven, and the grass is so long. She only has it cut like every three weeks, and I just blankly refuse to put my hater on it, or I just won't cut it with a hater. Whereas the other lawns I do, they're cut every fortnight, if not weekly, and all I'm doing is just tidying them up. So the hater's perfect for that. But I won't put a decent size mower like the hater onto a lawn that just doesn't warrant it. I'd much rather put the Honda on it. So I may even end up keeping the Honda yet. It hasn't sold, so I may keep the Honda for rough cuts that I can use, and then that way I've then got my Husqvarna chainsaw. I'll have a Titan multi-tool, and that's it. Then that sims me right down. So I'll have 1, 2, 3. I have 4 bits of kit that would do about 6 different jobs. So that should be more than adequate. Otherwise, I end up. But it says I can do it for 40 quid. It cost me £30 to service it. Yeah, they have no guts, and I'm convinced that the bigger one, they're the same motors that go into the haters electrics as well. Exactly the same output. They're no different at all. But yet the hater one on eBay is more expensive, of course. But I'm trying to locate a hater bag for mine, the 5648 Pro version. I'm trying to locate a new bag because my bag's absolutely knackered and needs a new bag, but I can't find a bag for less than about 70 or 80 quid. And I'm not paying that. So I'll have to wait for one to come in, a donor one to come in. I'm just not paying that money for a bag. Well, Dale, take it easy, mate. I'll see you probably in a week at some point. I think I'm up your way at some point. So yeah, take it easy, mate. Hi, Joe. How you doing? So if anyone has got a hater bag that they got no use for. That'd be cool. I'll show you what the bag looks like. So my hater bag is absolutely shot to bits. It's got holes all in it, as they all do anyway, but it's really stiff and decayed. And it's the one with the two fingers that go in on the inside, not going down, they go in on the inside. If anyone's got a spare bag that's in relatively good nick, let us know. That won't last this season the way it's going. I don't even want to jet wash it off. Hi, Mrs. P, how you doing? You been at work? Good girl. What are you after? Come say hello. Go get a kiss. Mrs. P's just come home from work, everyone. How you doing? You okay?
Yeah.
Good girl. Why did this good boy today? Oh, right. Yeah, a bit of flare up. Right. Okay. Yeah, Riley boy's suffering a bit of hay fever at the minute, so got to get on the old Puriton because he's not coping very well with that. But he's been okay since Mum came home. But if you've got a spare bag, that'd be cool. I don't think Martin will have one because he generally I haven't seen no haters in, but he's due to do more videos very soon, isn't he? I have a bunch of Toro and Craftsman's. Doubt they'll help you anyway. No, they won't fit, mate. No, they won't fit. They are pretty much unique to hater. The bag comes off and you just put it on the frame, but as I say, on eBay they're about anywhere between, I think the least I've seen it for is about 50 quid, and the most expensive is about 120. I'm not paying it. I'm not paying that. I'll stand a much better chance of probably finding one at a car boot flea market or something like that. I can pick her up for 20 quid, but one will turn up, no doubt. They always do. I should probably find one. You got a hater bag, but not that one yet. Not a lot of people have. These are the newer ones. The older ones are much more common. I may just have to foot the bill. I think what I'm waiting for the hater to prove itself to be reliable. When I know it's reliable, I should probably give it a happy birthday and purchase it one. I'm just losing some grass as I'm cutting. I'm losing grass out the side of the chute and all that sort of stuff, and it's not professional and it doesn't look the part. The handles, I've got to take the handles off at some point. I might do that this week as well. Take all the handles off, grind them all back, and prime them and spray them all up so they look nice. And I do actually need a new handle for the top for the Dead Man. I've had to adapt it. It works fine, but just to make it original, then it does need a new handle on the back of that as well. But at the minute, it's doing exactly what it should be doing. So I shan't invest any more money into it until I know exactly what's going on with it. And when I know it's going to be reliable and it's all running and what have you, then I can relax a bit and maybe invest in it, because I don't think it actually cost me a lot at all. Actually, bloke traded it in against a Mountfield 470, and yeah, I don't think I give him pretty much anything for it. I think it was about 20 quid part X, only because I could have sold the engine deck for about 20 or 30 pounds with all the bits on it. The engine's down here for it, under here somewhere, which I should keep. It's actually a good block. So I'll just fill it up with oil and just leave it in there. But with that new engine on there, I'm super impressed with that. And the way it cuts on level 2 or 3, it's different to my old 48 I had. This 48 Pro, the cutting level is different, and it looks like we've obviously made quite a few advances in cutting over the years. And level 2 and 3 is absolutely fantastic. So if you go on my Instagram page, you can actually see some of the photographs on my Instagram. 3 or 4 lawns I did in a row, they look absolutely spanking. And the clients love stripes on their lawn, so yeah, it looks fantastic. So I'm happy with that. Apart from that, I'm literally all caught up. Today I'm going to run up all the lawnmowers over the other side of the garden, give them a run, make sure okay, because I've got a few customers lined up, sort of showing interest, but at the moment no takers, and then I'll get behind here I've got an engine swap to do on a couple and a few paint jobs to do on one or two, just to tidy them up, bring them in. So they look all right. But apart from that, got not a lot else on. So I'm gonna get this ultrasonic cleaner fired up some point this week. What do you think about using the lemon Jif stuff in it? Because that shouldn't have any bits in it. That should just be 100% juice. I thought I'd give that a go. Yeah, there's no bits in that. I'll give that a go and just see if that helps clean carburetors. If not, I'll just be soapy water. Yeah, it should work. I mean, technically, it's just the oscillation and the vibration that cleans them. It just wants them just to remove it. But you can buy big bottles of stuff, you know, for like 20 or 30 quid. And I just ain't doing that. It's got to be affordable. If the cleaning stuff was that good, they'd have one that does the job. But yeah, I'm quite looking forward to it. I don't know how loud it is or anything. Got no idea. But it has got the temperature. And any of you guys got these cleaners? What sort did you normally run at on these? I don't know what it goes up to be fair. So I'll plug it in and have a look. Let's plug it in and see what happens. Well, Super Chuff, I got one. Let's plug it in and see what it goes at. 60, you reckon, do you? Okay. Let's have a look. What we're going to unplug. We can unplug that. Don't need that in there. Let's plug that in. Oh. It's beeped at me already. I've not even touched it. So the timer on. I don't know if you can see that. You can see that? Just about. So temperature-wise, goes down to 0. That's all in degrees C. And it goes up to 80 degrees. Yes, buddy. No, yeah, mate. Just show them guys. Just show them guys my new thing. Mummy got me. Yeah. It's Daddy's thing. Here, look. So it goes up to 80 degrees.
I will try.
On the temperature.
Daddy.
Which is cool.
Daddy,
yeah.
I will try.
Yeah. Push this button here then. This one. That's it. Lovely.
Oh, what did you do that?
And you can set the timer to on or off. And then on the other side, you can set the time on it. You can set 53 hours if you want to. It's crazy.
Daddy.
So let's just run it for 1 minute.
You will see.
And leave the heating turned off. And there it goes. That's not actually too loud at all. That's quite quiet actually. That's cool. Yeah, looking forward to actually using that. And I might, as I say, I might put the old Titan, Titan one in there.
Daddy.
Just to see how that comes up like. And also I've got the carburetor from the hang on, Roddy. I've also got the carburetor from the EX1000 generator. I want to try in there as well because I couldn't get the main jet out of that. Yes, mate.
Was it?
Yeah, it's Daddy's ultrasonic cleaner. So yeah, looking forward to using that. I know that Roy's after one as well. Just be nice just to take the carburetor off and then hang on, mate. Take the carburetor off and stick it in there and walk away and get on and do something else whilst it's doing it. Is it lazy? I don't think it is. It's just an advancement made in technology. Don't run it with. Yeah. Don't run it without juice. All right, okay. Why is that then? Does it go bang? So that's why I should read the instructions, Pete.
I don't know that.
I do 120 to 140 degrees Fahrenheit. Not sure what it converts to. Right, I'll put some juice in it, and Pete, and I'll give it a go, see what happens. But I'll do it on a video. I've got that. So I've got that nice carburetor over here somewhere. and that should be clean because I cleaned that thoroughly twice. So I might strip that and see what actually comes out of there. That could be a good one. And also got some spare Briggses over there as well. So that'd be good just to see what happens. Yes, Mick. Oh, so that blows it up, does it? All right, that's cool.
Who?
Well, I didn't know that. It was only on for 2 minutes or 2 seconds, so hopefully it'll be all right. Yeah. Do that. 32. Right. Pete said. What did Pete say? 60. Yeah. Pete said 60 degrees C. 32 Fahrenheit is 0. Right. Yeah. I'll give it a go. I think it's just a question of finding what works. I might put some lukewarm water in it first, just so the heat don't have to work quite so hard. But yeah, super excited. I got one. I wanted one of them for ages, and now I've got one. So it's another tool in my arsenal. So I'm quite happy with that. Hello, everyone who's new to me this afternoon in Mick's Mower stream. That's golden, yeah. So yeah, we're doing another video later on tonight. I should be releasing one. We got some released due to go. Oh, got someone. Hang on, mate. Yeah, got someone interested in a lawnmower, Rider Boy.
Okay.
They want. Can I collect tomorrow? Yes. Someone wants a lawnmower. That's cool. There's another one gone. Another one gone. Well, it takes the bloke back to his lawnmowers now up and running. I'm going to get another fire in a minute, make sure that runs okay. No, that's up for 70, just for a push. Just a standard push mower, you know, a Briggs & Straps 3.5 classic, 70 quid. They're not brilliant, they're just what it says on the tin. But I can trade them all day long, you know. It's the bigger ones that I actually struggle with, especially in my area. Lots of people are in new builds and they just don't have the need for big mowers. Yeah, it's quick easy money, isn't it? Quick easy money. I sold a chainsaw when I put a new chain brake on. I sold that for 80 quid. It cost me trading. Cost me, I think it was £11 for a new brake. So yeah, 70 quid turnaround. Didn't do a lot else to it really, to be fair. I can take that sort of money all day long, which is good. Right, Riley boy, we're gonna have some dinner.
Yeah.
What are we gonna have for our dinner?
Pasta.
Pasta. You got what's Daddy got?
Cookie.
Chicken.
Yeah.
Curry. Ice cream.
Yeah.
Oh, ice cream. Have I got ice cream for my dinner? What flavour ice cream?
No, dinner.
Dinner.
Sausage.
Sausages.
Yeah.
All right. I don't think I've got sausages. I don't think I have. You look tired.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a bit tired.
Yeah.
You're very warm. You're going to paddle pool today?
Daddy.
Yeah.
More.
Yeah.
Hold it, woman.
Beer and chicken. That'd be nice.
More.
Beer and chicken. Yeah, more. That's max. 140 Fahrenheit is 6 degrees. So it looks like we are all close temperature. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I'll give it a go. I know that some other people don't put any cleaner in it. They just use water. Some people use vinegar. Some people use lemon juice. Some people use fairy liquid. So I think it all depends on how dirty the carb is. If the carb isn't too bad, then I suppose less harsh. But if the carb is absolutely rotten, then it all depends what you're cleaning, isn't it? So I'm just interested. Can you get me a can of Coke, Riley? Can you get me a can?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, thank you very much.
You stay here.
I'll stay here. I'll chat to the guys. You go get me a can of Coke.
Don't talk to me.
I'll talk a little bit, yeah. Just a little bit.
Bye.
So yeah, I'm just inquisitive as to how that will work. But I'm looking forward to it. So with that and my new carburetor tools, it's coming along nicely now. My tool system has definitely upgraded this year. I've spent quite a bit of money on this year on upgrading my tools, and next year will be upgrading my shed. That's the next project. I've got to get it moved. It's all in good condition apart from the floor over the far side. As you can see, there's actually daylight down in there. Come on, buddy. I can actually see daylight down the bottom corner. So I need to come on, mate. I need to investigate as to is it worth keeping it, or shall I just bite the bullet and get a new one? I can get a new shed, a 12 by 24 or 15 by 24 for about 900 quid. But it won't be as good a build quality as this. This has got really good build quality on it. But I'm just a bit inquisitive as to what to do. It just needs a new floor, so I might just fork out for new flooring and then just repair this back section. It's only that panel wants new up supports and recladding. Once that's done, I should be good. I should be good to go. Cheers, Wally. You drop yours. Cheers. Oh, Daddy was thirsty. I've been yakking away, haven't I? Yak. So I think I'm gonna get on and do that Titan carburetor.
Who?
I am. Me.
Why?
Because I am. I'll get on and do a Titan carburetor, get that changed over.
I'll help.
You can definitely help.
I'll carry it out away.
Yeah. Where's Daddy's other little parcel? Is it in the kitchen? Is it in the kitchen?
Oh, baby, here.
Is it? Go and get it. See if I got it. Yeah, I might just get on and change the carburetor over, and then as long as that runs fine, then I can purchase just a chainsaw bit and extending bar for it. So I've got to cut the silver birches down the back here because they're right inside out. The silver birch, it needs a couple of limbs off of it, and rather than climbing a ladder with a chainsaw, that's the one. Yeah, that one. Yeah. Hello, come in. Are you Postman Pat?
Yeah.
Do I have to sign for it?
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Hold your pad out. I'll sign it. Thank you.
Here you go.
Thank you very much.
Open sheet.
Yeah.
Open sheet.
So it's only a carburetor.
It's Georgie.
What's Mummy doing?
Mommy, what are you doing? Oh,
We're on a live stream.
Hold on. Mommy will see you.
Can't show Mummy. Mummy's not got a t-shirt on.
Hold on.
They can't. Mummy, go around corners.
Hold on.
Can't. Careful. That's it. Round that way. Yeah. So this is a.
I'll do it.
Hang on. I can't see the writing. My hands. This is a 26 cc strimmer. Yeah, 2 seconds. Yes, Ian.
Hi,
Ian. What's your mini mic? This is Riley boy. This is my little Riley boy. He's got Smith McGuinness syndrome. He's very unique.
What's your side? Drop it down.
Yeah, don't drop it.
Let's see you working now.
Yeah.
Pop.
That's how you prime it.
Pop.
That's
Pop.
it. Yeah.
Whoa.
So Ian says hi. So this is the carburetor I've got for the Titan, and it is different in regards to Titan actually has a separate primer bulb over here. But then of course take that out and bypass it and put it onto here. But the rest is all the same. So the bores are right size. Only problem is these Chinese cars, they don't ever come with gaskets. That's a problem with them. Was it Chinese? I assume they're from China.
Chinese.
Garden Tool Spares, this one. Not Garden Hire. So I might just bung that on and see what happens with that. See if that improves it any. And if it does, then I'm on to a winner. And I should keep that Titan and sell my Shindua and my German job. Sell them on. And that reduces 3 tools down to 1 then. And I'll be happy with that. And then the old carburetor I'm going to put in the ultrasonic cleaner and give that a clean. So that'd be cool. So we're only about 6 or 8 weeks away from going to Turkey, which is cool. Cannot wait for that. Really looking forward to going away to Turkey, aren't we, Riley? Yeah. Is it really? Oh, yeah, it's not far away now. Hello, Ian Matthews. Nice to see you, my friend. Hope you're well. Hi, Tony. I've been here a while, just listening while I work. What are you up to, Ian? Are you busy trying to get through that bottle, are you? Or are you actually working?
Who?
Ian Matthews.
Where?
He's on there.
Where?
All right.
Hi,
just in Hazy Days journey with you. Yeah, that's cool. I saw that one the other day. Yes, Turkish Delight. Yeah, we can't wait to go away. Yeah, that's Pete says Turkish Delight.
Okay, Turkey.
Yeah, we're going down to a place called Oladenese on the southwest coast of Turkey. Might even take the GoPro with us and do a couple of vlogs whilst we're out there, but I shan't even upload until I come back. But yeah, definitely take a GoPro out there and do some video. And the scenery is absolutely fantastic. The people are really nice. The food is brilliant. It's one of the best locations to do paragliding and what have you. We're just outside the town, so we don't get all the noise. But we are in an all-inclusive hotel, which has its own entertainment. Massive pool, for adult pool as well. So if you're an adult and you want to just chill out with no kids around you, you can do that. It's got everything there. We have been to the same hotel once. It's actually where I proposed to Mrs. P about 5 years ago. So we're going back to the same hotel. Just, I think it's Oliver That's it, yeah. Oliver That's it. You got it. Have you been there, Ian? We've also been up to just up a the local village up there called Hisaranu as well. It's all nice. It's different to Marmaris and Bodrum, completely different to those two. And anywhere like Ismailia or something like that. Olidanese is without a doubt one of the best places to go in Turkey, in my opinion.
Whoa.
Appreciate me. One hazy day before we get started, yeah. And you can get on a bus. So if you want to go down to like the local village or city is called Fethiye. They do like a big massive market there on like a Tuesday. Ismailia, yeah, and Marmaris. Yeah, I haven't done Marmaris. I've done Ismailia, Hisaranu. In my opinion, they're just without a doubt the best place. You got the Blue Lagoon and you got all that sort of stuff around where I am. So without a doubt, I'm looking forward to it. We just can't wait. It's all paid for. I've got all my insurance money sorted out. That's done. Just got to pay for the airport parking. Riley's got his special assistance for the airport. He's going to need that. So they'll help us out through security because he won't cope with all that people banging suitcases about and being pat down and scanned. And Gatwick when we get to Dalaman and back. So we'll be escorted through. Huh? Dalaman, the airport in Turkey.
What?
It's the name of the airport.
Dalaman.
Dalaman.
Who's helping?
You know, it sounds like a teacher's name, doesn't it? What's the teacher's name? Mrs. Alaman. It sounds
No.
like.
What? No.
What?
Dalaman.
Oh, okay. Dalaman, mummy.
Mommy. Who's Dalaman? No. No.
What?
What's your name, Mommy? No. No. What's your name? No. Yeah.
So yeah, he's got special assistants booked in. He has to wear a special lanyard, and they'll help us through security. They'll get us on the plane first or last, or whatever. They'll get us off first or last, or whatever. So there'll be no queuing for us, which would be fantastic because when we went to Ireland just recently, we flew out of Bristol Airport, and it must have been one of the busiest times that they were having of the week. And they were scanning everyone's baggage in the trays like they do. And they had we had a couple of iPads and iPhones, what have you, and they had to all be scanned. And there must have been 300 people trying to get through security. And they had one person scanning all the bags. Yeah. Yeah, in a minute. One person's I'll tell you in a minute. One person scanning all the bags, and Riley Boy was just not coping with that at all. On the floor, banging. So Daddy lost it. Got hold of one of the managers who was about 15 years old. He had a pop at me, so he was told what to do. And then I went and got his manager. His manager, to be fair, was quite understanding, although very authoritative, and tried to have the upper hand. But all we want to do is get Riley out of that situation. And in the end, they said, which bag is yours or what tray is yours? They asked for that one. He gave him a tray, so away you go. So he didn't even scan it in the first place. So at that point, Daddy completely lost it. But there you go. That's what it's all about, I suppose. If you want to make any noise, you've got to shout up. So we got out of it. I said shout up. We got out of it, and we got on the plane, and we started our holiday. We can't be queuing, so yeah, it is. I mean, it's. I understand. You know, we got procedures, and we got people running around with bags of stuff and want to blow people up. I get that, and I understand it, but there should be an easier process, or but that's more fluent. So that if you know you've got 5 airplanes leaving in 20 minutes, they should have enough staff to cater for that. You know, make the security bits bigger so that people can get through it quicker. But it's a crazy world in which we live in. I would like to see you lose it. Normally, I'm very, very placid, right? I mean, I don't often lose it, but you know what it's like if it's your kid as well. And with Riley has behavioural issues, to include self-injurious behaviour, head banging, picking toenails off, right off, you know, all that sort of stuff. The side that you guys see to Riley Boy is the pleasant side, which is great, but there is another side to him that not anyone sees. And when Riley Boy loses it, he proper loses it. It's like an out of body experience. So when it involves any one of my kids or my wife, and they're either under threat or not being treated as perhaps they should be, then yeah, I lose it. And when I lose it, I can lose it with the best of them, without a doubt. But I think we'd all do that in that situation, wouldn't we? What's it say? I can't see. What's it say? Golden says, that's why I don't tend to go abroad and haven't been over 20 years, Mick. Too much hassle. Prefer to go on a holiday in this country. Yeah, we do that as well. But we've been over to Ireland, which we love going over to Ireland. We also spend a lot of time throughout the year visiting friends and family with the same syndrome as Riley all over the UK. We're off up to Wales. Who we see last night? We saw Faye and Poppy.
No, Anna.
No, Poppy. We're off up to Scotland in September to visit a family up there, or a couple of families up there. There's a meet-up going on. We're down to Wales tail end of next year, beginning of next year. We're doing a big fundraising event. We're doing a 24-hour cycle challenge around Barla Lake in Wales. We've got hopefully about 15 or 20 dads who've all got the same syndrome as Riley Boy. Del Boys, when just joined. So yeah, we're doing a 24-hour cycle ride challenge around Barla Lake next year to raise money for the Smith McGuinness Syndrome UK Foundation. And we're hoping to raise about £15,000 to £20,000 if we can. There'll be about 20 to 25 dads who have all got kids with the same syndrome as Riley taking part in it. I think it's about 10 miles round Barla Lake, to include hills and what have you. And we'll be camping out from the Friday, Saturday, and we start on the Saturday midday, finish on Sunday midday, and then we'll end up with a barbecue. We'll invite all the other families up there, the mums and the kids, and we'll have a barbecue and a few beers and celebrate. So look out for that. I should be pushing that probably on the channel as well, with links to the foundation website, where if any one of you wanted to give us a thank you message or whatever, then that'd be cool. Yeah, golden.
Whoa.
There's only a few places I would go away. I can't see. As I do not fly now, mixed Mars. We'll probably visit India, Norway, Netherlands, and a few other places. Yeah, no, it should be good. I mean, last year, I actually took part. I've got a video somewhere. I'll try and upload it onto this channel, or I'll put a link into where it is. It's actually on YouTube. We climbed Ben Nevis, Scafell Pike, and Snowdonia non-stop. You can do it in 24 hours or 36 hours as part of the organisation, but because we're ranging from young dads to dads of quite a substantial age, we decided we wouldn't time it. We just do it non-stop. So we climbed. We drove up from. We all met in Wrexham, and then we drove up from Wrexham up to Glen Cove and up into Ben Nevis. Camped out at Ben Nevis on I think it was a Thursday night. I can't remember now. We had a good beer session, which is probably not the best of things to do. And then we climbed Ben Nevis. Started about 10:30 in the morning, and then we've done Ben Nevis. Drove down to Scafell Pike, and then we climbed Scafell Pike at about 3:30 in the morning. As soon as we got there, back down again about 5 hours, and then drove down to Snowdon where we climbed Stone straight away. We finished about 8:30, I think, on the Sunday night. I think it was total was 31 hours we did it in, which is just over 29 miles each and just over 70,000 steps, and was able to raise much did we raise, Riley boy? About £18,500 for Riley's charity, and that actually nearly covered the costs. We just come back from this year's conference in Birmingham, where we met about 150 other families. Myself, Dag's legs are going numb. We actually met another 150 other families who've got kids just like Riley, and the money we raised from that Three Peaks challenge, we actually were able to. You tired? We're going to have a kid in the front room. Riley boy, because it's just the afternoon. Riley has got a reverse circadian rhythm, which means his body clock is flipped, so his sleep pattern is in reverse. So Riley finds it harder to sleep at night time. He's awake every single morning at around about 1:30 every single morning. It has been for the past 7 years. But he sleeps during the day, and because we try and keep him awake during the day, that's when the behaviour's kicking in, and he's what we call cooking. He's cooking now. He's actually looking to go to sleep now, and it's only just 4 o'clock in the afternoon. But he's like the equivalent to us now, getting in after a 12-hour shift, having dinner, and waiting to go to bed. So that's where he is at now. He's ready for his bed. So that's that has its own challenges when you have a child with a reverse circadian rhythm. But anyway, the National Three Peaks Challenge that we took part in, not only did it raise a wicked amount of money, but pay for the conference for 150 families to attend over 3 days with professional speakers and all the food and whatever catered for. It actually gave a lot of time for dads to get together and a bit of male bonding, because lots of dads don't like to talk about their children with disabilities. I do. I've got no problem with it at all. Feel the guts to know they'd chat about anyone and anyone at any point. But us dads, we like to keep it close to our chest. So it gives us enough time to spend 31 hours plus with drinking time with sort of 15, 20 other dads, and we had an absolute whale of a time, made some fantastic friendships and sort of bonds that you won't find anywhere else. When you've got a connection with somebody else who's got a child exactly the same as you and does exactly the same things, it's quite a powerful thing. Let's just read through a few of the old comments whilst we're here. I'll be wrapping it up very shortly. Turkish Delight, Whiskey,
Daddy.
into Ishmaelia.
Daddy.
Yeah, don't we? Yeah.
Daddy.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, in a minute.
No. Go on.
In a minute, mate. Yeah. I would like to see you lose it. Don't want you. Careful, buddy. That's why I don't tend to go abroad, Mick. Haven't been for 20 years. Yeah. Fair play, Mick. I'll see my friend. I don't think the airport security would like Mick's Mo's losing it. Well, what they were trying to do, they were trying to goat me into being aggressive, so they just kick us off the flight. That's what they were trying to do, and that's what I pointed out. And yeah, he soon started acting the way I wanted him to act once Riley boy was sorted. But it's disgusting that how they just had one person on checking the bags when he had like 300 people trying to get through a terminal. It's not on, and Mrs. P just stood back and let me vent my issues. I'm quite right to say I'm not asking for special treatment, but I'm just asking for some consideration to be taken into account for a child with disabilities who's headbutting a solid marble floor, and he doesn't even know he's doing it. And when you can actually hear Riley's skull flex when he's actually headbutting stuff, yeah, it's upsetting. People just think he's been a naughty child, and he ain't. He can't help himself. Yeah.
What boy say?
The boy said, "Hi mate, I'm back for a bit. Yeah, we'll be shutting down shortly, Roy. We've been on for 2 hours, so we've nearly had enough." So yeah, I like to educate people quite quickly with regards to Riley. There was a time we couldn't even take Riley to Tesco's. We couldn't even do that because he would just redecorate Tesco's. He'd take everything off the shelf. Literally, it's Riley syndrome. To put it in layman's terms, so that people can relate. Riley syndrome is like autism, but just times it by about 9. It's ranked the highest syndrome for aggression and self-harm. It ranks at 97% for aggression and 84% for self-injurious behaviour, and it tops autism, Angelman's, cerebral palsy, all the big hitters, ones you've heard of. It tops the lot. It's only found in 1984, so it's a very recent diagnosis of syndrome. There's only about 240 kids in the UK have got it, and there's about 750 in the world that we know. And we're finding new families every single day of the week. In fact, I just found 2 in Greece, a family in Turkey. So we might even go up to Turkey and meet them. I think they're actually relatively close to where we're staying, so we might even meet them. They've never met another family with the same syndrome, so we're finding families all the time. Okay, yeah, just about wraps up now, babe. No worries, yeah, cool. So yeah, look out for that. I'm going to be doing videos and shout outs for the Bala challenge, which could be good. And if you want to support Riley Boy and people just like him, that'd be cool. Let's just read a few comments and we have to start. Yeah, yeah, need them. Yeah, back for a bit. Sounds like a great time, Mixed Mowers. You describing it. Yeah, it should be cool. Yeah, I do correct them, mate. I do correct them, Pete. They should have more support for disabilities at airports, in my views. They do. It is there. Daddy. Doug Sweener, you're just about in time for us to pack up, buddy. Yeah, Doug. That's Doug. Hello. Yeah, Doug. Yeah, that's Doug there. See. We've been going for 2 hours, Doug. We're just about to shut down. Unfortunately, you missed us, buddy. I said shut down. What so they do hang. They say hi, Doug. They do have a. No. Calm down. I know you're cooking. I know you are. Yeah, boys. The boy said, Doug, and then Pete said hi, Doug, and Doug Swain said hi, Pete. Then they chat to each other. They do have support in the airports for Riley Boy, but they have to take into account. You know, if you get right onto an aeroplane first. Then that's good. Yeah. Hello, everyone in chat. That's Hot Rod. Hi. So having Riley Boy on the plane first is good, but it then means he's then got to sit around for 20 minutes waiting for everybody else. So that's one good thing, maybe, a bad thing. Or do we wait for everyone else to get on and then Riley come on last, which means then Riley then has to wait at the gate for everybody else. So it's pros and cons. Ideally, we'd like to get on last, keep him occupied. Within the airport, and then just nip on, and then as soon as the plane lands the other side, we can then get off straight away. But it's what works for Riley. Mrs. P's absolutely fantastic with him, and we just try and keep him on a nice level par. But it's not always easy. We do try our best, but it doesn't always work out. I've got a bit of glare there, Riley boy, right on your head. Yeah. I'll show a bottle. That's what's doing it. That's better. Now I can see you. Your sun was shining in your bottle. Couldn't see you. But we get there. No, it's a challenge that we have every single day of the week with Riley Boy. He has challenges. That's really is shining bright on your face, Riley Boy. Every day we have challenge, or Riley faces challenges, and he goes through life battles all on his own. He does an amazing job. Smash that like, everyone. Doug says, "How you doing, Riley?" Hot Rod says hi, Doug. Ian Matthews says hi, Doug. Hot Rod says hi, Kathy. Kathy says hi.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Hot Rod and Ian. So this is all the American lot. They must have just woken up, I reckon.
Daddy.
Yeah.
What will boy say?
What's Roy the boy say? Roy the boy says hi, Ian.
Hi, Ian.
So that's cool.
Daddy.
Yeah.
What boy say?
Have a look. What's it say? Sorry, Hot Rod, missed you. Yeah, they're all coming in from America now.
Daddy. Doug say.
Doug says hi, Miss Kathy. Hot Rod says, it's okay. So that's this is all the members coming in now. They must have just woken up. And they're all coming in from the. Yes, buddy. They're all chatting. Yeah, they're saying hi. They're all coming over from the Small Engine Nation group, of which I'm a member of. In which Go-karts and gone fishing is a president, and all complaints must be sent over to Doug Sweener for all complaints with regards to the Small Engine Nation.
Daddy.
Yeah.
Dad.
Yeah. So Hot Rod, you can have a blue one, buddy, because you follow me regularly, and I'll also give Ian Matthews one as well, because he's often in my live streams. Yeah, Small Engine Nation forever. Yeah. You're welcome, Hot Rod, anytime. So we have been running for 2 hours, 7 minutes. I'll give it till 10 past, and I've got to close it down because I'll get Riley Boy ready for his dinner and all that sort of good stuff. Just been running through some stuff I've been doing today and repairing that big hater mower that I got fixed the other week. I cut six good sized lawns with that last week, and it's not burning no oil and not doing anything it shouldn't be doing, but I've got to do an oil change on it next week or week after. Hopefully that will then diagnose that engine to be reliable. I did an engine repair earlier on. Yeah.
Can we join boy?
Roy's boy's in there somewhere, buddy.
No, they join.
FaceTime later on, yeah. We'll have a chat with
And
Roy later.
Doug.
And Doug. We'll have a chat
And
with
Doug, see that?
Doug. Yeah. We'll have a chat with everyone, mate. Yeah.
Daddy.
Yeah.
What up, say?
Yeah. Oh, Mick, you made me a tool. Awesome. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, I know that you had someone on your live stream the other day in that was after subs or something like that. It doesn't work like I know one of your moderators stepped up to the plate and sorted it out. The mode's running fantastic, Doug. Literally, as I say, I cut 6 lawns with it plus my own. Initially, the oil did drop, but I think it's just where the oil had thinned out a bit and found all the nooks and crannies. I filled it up and I cut the 6 lawns, come back, left it half a day, rechecked the oil, and the oil was nice and clear and it's exactly where I left it. So I'm going to give it a couple more cuts and a few more running times. It's not knocking, it's not doing anything it shouldn't do. So hopefully we'll be all right. The reality is,
Daddy?
Yeah.
Why pull your eyes?
I don't know. The reality is, if left like that for more than 30 seconds, he'd actually go to sleep. It's crazy.
Daddy?
Yeah.
Why pull your eyes?
I went. Yeah, I did. I was much more gentle than you were. So that's good.
Okay.
Yeah, did you see the lines on Instagram, Max? It puts down some fantastic lines. I'm super impressed with where it cuts. It cuts better than the Honda all day long, so I'm happy with that.
Sorry.
Mama says hello. Says hi.
Who?
Mama says hi. Say hi, Mama.
Hello, Ow.
Yeah, I. Yeah, it was right in the eyeball. Yeah.
Daddy?
Yeah.
Who go up?
Huh?
Who going?
Mama.
Where?
That's Doug's wife.
Don't touch you out.
Doug.
Where?
Doug.
Where?
That's Doug there.
No.
Yeah.
No, it touched you out.
Which one? Show me.
Show you.
No, you can't show me there. Show me up there. Which one is it you're talking about?
What's it?
It says, "Hey, Mama" from Hot Rod 21.
Help, Daddy, help.
Yeah.
Help.
Yeah. Well, you stepped on the lead. My feet.
Oh.
Careful.
Oh.
That's it. Mama said hi. Hey, Mama. Yes. So so the hater's doing good. I've done a mower repair and I've got a couple of streamers in, which I'm just working on at the minute. They are running, but one wants a new carburetor, which I've got here. And I've also, for those that are coming late, Mrs. P got me my birthday present, which is a ultrasonic cleaner, the 3-litre one.
Daddy.
So that I'll be doing a video on that. Hang on, buddy. I'll be doing that video. Hang on, Riley. Riley, hang on. He's starting to cook, which means he's had enough for the day. So I need to be very, very careful how I react to it. Otherwise, this just carries on. This becomes obsessive. Yes.
Who go with P?
Mummy.
No, it's your mom with P. I don't hear you.
So I'll be doing a video on that very, very shortly. How it works and how it performs on carburetors, and looking forward to doing that. So yeah, super excited. So before I shut it down, just read a few more comments, and then I think we're done. Mama says she said hugs, loves, and prayers for you, Riley boy.
High five.
High fives.
Don't.
Right, so we're now going to wrap this stream up. We've been going for 2 hours solid. We've had 15 in the room and up to 21s on the thumbs up, so that's fantastic. We do really appreciate it. Hi Tim, yeah, we're just logging off, mate. You're a little bit too late, I'm afraid, buddy, but I'll do another one probably on a Wednesday, and Sundays with my day. Great time as always. Everyone, look forward to seeing you. Yeah, fantastic. We will hot rod, no worries, buddy. We'll all see you soon. So thank you very much for sitting here, spending a bit of time with me and my little Riley boy on this Sunday evening or Sunday afternoon, and we'll catch up with you next week. We've got some videos to release. Do you want to push a button in a minute, Riley boy, and bring it down for you?
I'll do it.
Yeah, you can do it in a minute. Yeah. And yeah, we'll do a video on a Wednesday and Sunday, preferably, which is better for us for the UK people. And Riley boy is going to end it right there. And
I'll do it.
Do it again.
Okay.
End
Okay.
it. No, this one beside over. Yeah, there.
Awesome. Awesome.
Fantastic, done.